Children, as we were doing biological classification, and in the previous part of this chapter we have studied kingdom fungi, and under kingdom fungi we have studied its classification, general characteristics and the mode of reproduction. Now in this part we are going to study the economic importance of fungi. Economic importance of fungi in the field of medicine, in the bakeries and in the environmental decomposition. After that we will study lichen and mycorrhiza. So we will start our topic today, that is economic importance of fungi. So role of fungi in medicine. So in medicine the important role of fungi is there to produce the antibiotics, as you have studied already in the kingdom Monera, where the use of bacteria to produce the antibiotics. So Sir Alexander Fleming in 1929 extracted the first antibiotic penicillin from Penicillium notatum. So that first antibiotic, it was prepared from the fungus, and then after that penicillin is extracted from Penicillium chrysogenum, that is another species. Now another substance which is known as the ketamine. This ketamine is also an antibiotic, and it is obtained from the fungus Chaetomium cochleoides. Then this substance griseofulvin. Griseofulvin is an antifungal agent. This is best known antifungal agent, and it is obtained from the Penicillium griseofulvum. Then some substances, statins. Statins are actually cholesterol lowering agents or the drugs. These cholesterol lowering drugs, they are derived by the fermentation of the fungus. Which fungus? This is Aspergillus terreus. Then some steroids like cortisones. Cortisones, they are obtained from the fermentation of glycosides by several species of molds like Aspergillus, Penicillium and yeast. And what is the use of cortisones? The use of cortisone to treat the rheumatoid arthritis. Then yeast. Yeast tablets, they are used as a rich source of some vitamins like vitamin B1 and B2, and they also contain trace amount of several other vitamins and the minerals also. Then another substance, that is the calvicin. Calvicin is an anti-cancer substance. It is produced by the fungus Clavatia. So children, all these are the that role of fungi in the field of medicine. Now role of fungi in bakery items. So in bakery items, here they are used in baking. The yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae, it ferments the sugar to ethanol and carbon dioxide, and thus is used as the leavening and raising agent in the bakeries for making the bread. So in baking items like bread and cakes, this Saccharomyces cerevisiae is used because its role is in the fermentation of the sugar, and after fermentation it changes the sugar into ethanol and carbon dioxide. So it is known as the baker's yeast also, and on baking the ethanol and carbon dioxide escape, making bread and cakes rise and have a spongy texture. Then its another role is in the cheese making, like Penicillium camemberti and Penicillium roqueforti. They are used in making the cheese. So these are the roles of fungi in the bakery. Next we will study the role of fungi in the environmental decomposition. Fungi play important or the crucial role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems. They act as decomposer. Decomposer means, you know, that they decompose the complex organic substances into the simpler one. So they act as decomposers and help in nutrient cycling. They release nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus from dead and decaying matter, making them available to other organisms. They release carbon dioxide back in the atmosphere during decomposition of organic matter. Then slow decomposition of dead and decaying parts of the plant by fungi adds humus in the soil, and this humus is rich in nutrients. So in this manner it maintains the fertility of soil. So understood, children? This is the role of fungi in environmental decomposition. Now next we will study the lichens. What are lichens? Lichens are actually a mutually beneficial association. So this association is beneficial. So beneficial association between a fungus and an alga, in which both the organisms benefit each other. How? Let me see. The fungal component, which is called as mycobiont, may be the member of Ascomycetes or Basidiomycetes, and the algal component is known as the phycobiont. It may be an eukaryotic alga or the cyanobacteria. Now what is the role of alga? Alga provides carbohydrates prepared by photosynthesis. So alga provides food to the fungus. You know that fungus is heterotrophic, does not consist of chlorophyll, cannot synthesize its food on. So in this case alga provides food to fungus. In return, fungus supplies minerals and protection from dryness and excessive light by enclosing alga in its mycelium. So that is why both are benefited for each other. So both the organism benefit each other. So this beneficial association between fungus and an alga, this is known as the lichen. So you see here the lichens here, they are growing on the bark of the trees. So these are the different types of lichens, and lichens are also used in the various food items as the spices, and many more use of the lichens are there. Now mycorrhiza. What is mycorrhiza? Mycorrhiza is also a beneficial relationship or symbiotic association between the roots of vascular plants and hyphae of fungi. So fungi hyphae, they are closely associated with the roots of vascular plant, and this association is known as the mycorrhiza. How does it help? The extensive network of fungal hyphae absorbs water and mineral from the soil and makes it available to the plant. So what is the role of fungal hyphae or the fungus? It absorbs water and mineral from the soil and make it available to the plant. In exchange, the plant supplies organic food synthesized during the photosynthesis to the fungus. So plant provides food to the fungus, and fungus provides water and minerals from the soil to the plant. So in this way, this is the symbiotic association. You can see here the mycorrhiza, like this is the plant and these are the roots of the plants. Along with the roots of plants, you can see here that growth of fungus. So these all are the fungal hyphae in the close association with the roots. Here also you can see that how this fungal hyphae, they are surrounding the roots. These are the roots and surrounded by the fungal hyphae. Now mycorrhizae, they are of two types, ectotrophic and endotrophic. What are ectotrophic? Ectotrophic, this type of mycorrhizae, in them the fungal hyphae grow around the root surface, enveloping the roots in a sheath that is known as the mantle. So here the fungal hyphae, they develop around the surface of the root, means grow around the root surface only, do not enter into the root. So they are ectotrophic. Endotrophic, here hyphae penetrate the root cells, means they enter into the root cell and grow within the root. So they are endotrophic. So in this way, kingdom fungi is completed as per your syllabus, and in next part we will study that virus and its types. So you revise kingdom fungi properly, and you will be provided notes also, and be ready for the class test also.